Alright, the date today would be Saturday in the Philippines, Kalilangan, Bukidnon, June 22, 2024, Saturday. Alright, so let me lock my phone. Okay, Saturday, June 22, 2024. So I just remove all the baby crayfish or craylings in this nursery tank. The pregnant crayfish hatch or release its craylings on May 22. So today is a month of my crayfish, right? So I just put together all of the craylings in this one container here, and as you can see, they are crawling around. And if we try to measure, one of them already reach an inch or 1 inches. So let's try to measure, right? Let's measure it for us to have this journey, to have this experience. That one is an inch. Okay, therefore another inch here, from head to tail, an inch. Even from here, oh, so they're quite agile, they're quite fast. There are some of the big ones from here. Another one here, an inch, head to tail, an inch. So if we grab one of those here, this one, okay, let's grab one of them, making sure they got already reach an inch. Oh, one of them crawling. Hold on. Okay, right. This one, good boy. Head to tail, spread your tail. Okay, that's a confirmation. An inch, surpassed the inch and 2 millimeter, right? But some of them are still small, like never grow. Stay with 1 centimeter. Now I will decide to release these baby crayfish or craylings into the large pond. Okay, hold on. So I decided to release this, since they are not even, due to the crowdedness. I apologize that there were some debris or dirt from there, but they are intact. So the last count would be 173 craylings. I will not count them one by one, but what I will do is I will release this to the large pond. Since they're quite agile, okay, since they can swim fast, it's time for them to go to the large pond. Right? So from here, this one, oh, not here because they are very crowded. A lot of them here. Another one is crawling up above. I'm not sure if this is a pregnant one. No, it's not. Alright, so graylings reach an inch, but some of them did not reach an inch, meaning there were graylings that will grow fast, right? Will go fast. So I will allow the minerals or the GH, the general hardness on the water, for them to feel just by a drop of this water, and also the temperature. Okay, I'll just put a drop and then let the temperature have the same temperature, acclimatization. Okay, so there's a reason that some of them already reached an inch and some of them not. It's like it did not grow, meaning the place that they are at is kind of small for them, right? Or those are the grower ones are the one who grow fast. What they called on the crayfish community is the first batch. First batch, they grow fast. On the fish community, they call it shooters. Shooters meaning one of the large one ate the small ones. That could be a possibility, but for the crayfish, they need a lot of space, right? So the last count would be 173, and then that was 9 days ago that I counted them. So they are still there, and let me put a drop another water. Okay, making sure that they are still alive, still moving. Now they have plenty of space, plenty of hides. Even this is a large pipe, they can crawl on the other hole, like in between. Okay, so while this crayfish acclimatize, I will get the other container, okay, with some debris on it. So hold on. So I'll just put my camera here, making sure that, oh, it's difficult. Hold on. Or here. Just wait a second. apologize for the wait. So they are here now. Some of them are large one. So let me add a little water. Okay. So the first batch, those are the large ones. There are quite a lot of large craylings or baby crayfish. For example, like that one. That's a large one. If this is a shooter, meaning you might seen like a few of them or one or two, but in this case a lot of them are large, already reach an inch. But there were small ones like it went into one hiding. So I don't want that to happen. Okay, they are still moving. This is crucial because the minerals or the water on here, I'm not sure what's the difference because I don't have the TDS meter, right, to gauge, or the GH that I can measure the water. But I can assure you, hold on, let me grab a tape measure. Hold on a bit. Okay. So in this lesson, we will learn, right, since I don't have the mentor, that most of them reach an inch, as you can see, right? Most of them reach an inch, okay? But some are really slow to grow, right? So the best option for that is to give them a lot of space. Okay, let me check the other one. So the first batch, they grow fast, they grow large, and then there's another second batch and third batch. On the crayfish community here in the Philippines, we just a lot of breeders observe that only have had third batch. Third batch is really small one, really slow to grow. It could be that aside for all craylings, there's 80% of them or 70% of them will have the first batch based on this. Okay, most of them already reach an inch, so they are quite energetic now. So maybe they are already acclimated, because normally if the craylings get water shock, like if you compare to the shrimp, it might take 48 to 24 hours. But this crayfish, they have high tolerance than shrimp. I already released some of the craylings here before, about an inch or an inch and a half. So this is the first time only an inch I released them. So what I will do is, those are the other container and this is the other one. I don't want to use more of your time watching this, and I'm pretty sure that they already acclimatize. The minimum should be 30 minutes, or for shrimp The little tiny ones, the neocardinia shrimps, the freshwater shrimps that has a lot of colors, they will need to acclimatize at least 3 hours with the dripping water. So we don't do that on crayfish, right? As long as the temperature is they already adapt on the temperature. Okay, so I'll just let this crayfish now. Okay, let's release them, right? And then I will wait for a month, another month. Normally, if they are still on the container tank, every month they gain a height of an inch long. So another month, I will wait another month and then create a video for you guys. This is June 22, 2024. So on July 22, 2024, I will drain this and then gathered and checked all the crayfish if there are pregnant or these graylings have an improvement or if they survive or not, right? So maybe a month, or let's just say from May 22 to June 22, that's a month, and another July 22, 2 months. I would rather disturb this, like totally drain after 3 months. I'll just constantly lower the water about 50% because it's constantly raining, and the feeding management that I'm using is to feed them a lot. So I just tried the feeding management every 3 hours, like the shrimp. I'm inspired with the shrimp. So for you guys already know what is Vanami shrimp is all about, right? Vanami shrimps. Vanami shrimps. Okay, I'll just release. They will have a total harvest after 60 days compared to crayfish. But the cost of their food is a lot, right? So crayfish, once you have cycled every week that you can have 4 to 5 inches, that's the time, or at least a kilo every week, or 5 to 50 kilos for 4 inches. So they quite swim fast, right? You can achieve every week harvest with a low cost. Low cost. The cost is low, right? Compared to Vanami shrimps. Even Vanami shrimps can harvested for 60 days, and you can check that mostly on the Filipinos who are watching those videos. The tate feeds, right? Tate feeds, the PO1, PO2, the Vanami shrimp feeds. If you check the online seller, or if you buy one sack 25 kilos, there's a feeding schedule depending on the weight, or there's also they call it blind feeding. Like they have the test, if there's a net, and they will test if the feed is already gone or not, and then the weight as well, if the shrimp grow fast. So shrimp are crustaceans, Same with the crayfish. The problem with the feeding management is crayfish are nocturnal. Soon you need to have a graveyard shift, right? But if you start like 5 p.m. on the afternoon, then you will wait another 3 hours. You feed them 8 o'clock, and then you need to wait another 3 hours, 9 a.m. You can just achieve 3 hours interval twice, right, before you sleep. So that might be enough, or you can go overnight. Every 3 hours, feed them. Just play with your PC computer, then make an alarm and then feed. However, you need to have a running water, clean water to do that. Depending on the how fast your water are, because you would need to drain 30% on the pond. And hopefully, since I already have my nitrate test kit or nitrite and then ammonia, I will make sure that the filter is constantly cycled, that the good bacteria is already activated. Aside from that, constantly changing the water 30%, 20 to 30% every day, right? But the growth rate that you can that I want to achieve is by doing that for a month. I will check those. Most of the males got really large, so I can also, once I will drain this for a month or 2 or 3 months, I will also check the growth rate. So I will just do the feeding management for about a month because it's costly for the water. Here in our place, mostly I paid about 300 a month, like $6 a month for the water. And not $6, like around $12 a month. 300 pesos, $50 each dollar. Or you can just do the math. Just comment down below. Alright, I hope you just watch until the end, and see you on the next month or two. See if there were craylings still alive and if they still survive. The acclimatization that I did is just a very small one. Even I don't have the TDS. But that is dangerous, right? That is dangerous because I did not test the hardness, the minerals, the TDS on this water. But crayfish, craylings, even though they are prone to water shock, they are also known as very they had high tolerance in terms of water changes, temperature changes, as long as it's not very hot, like beyond 32 degrees. That's also the reason why I have netting above from here, and before the sun will hit that area, I also try to cover it with some water lattice. Okay, sun is also essential for crayfish. If you watch other videos with fishes or other animals that needs calcium, calcium needs vitamin D. Vitamin D, you will get that from the sunlight, direct sunlight, or not from the sunlight on the glass. Glass will prevent sunlight. So I think that's it. Goodbye for now.